What do you want to know? Anything good?
First of all, first chance to really start install for ECU. How have things been going so far?
Good. You know, I'm pleased where we're at offensively. I think we have a good mix. We have a good mix of veteran players that have played a lot of games, and you know, a good mix of young, rising, talented players that are hungry, that fit into our culture. And so, I really like where we're at, but we still got work to do.
Third year with Devin, obviously, how much different it is this offseason than it was when you two first got together?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to even put that into words, the difference. He was shy and still learning how to be a quarterback, and you know, right now this is his team. You know, he's really does a great job in everything that he does, the way he handles himself, the way he plays, the way he studies the game, how much he's grown, and it's a tribute to him. He's worked really hard doing it, and I'm proud of him. You know, I think he's done a great job.
How big of a luxury is that as a coach? I mean, there's so many schools that are picking their quarterback heading into week one, but you know who you have, and you have familiarity with them and a relationship to work with them the whole offseason.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different than it was 2 years ago. I can tell you that. 2 years ago when I got in and didn't know anybody, but yeah, it's a great feeling to know, right? You got your quarterback back. You got a really steady group of receivers, offensive line. You know, you got guys that have been through some of the battles, and you know, it's just important. You practice against your defense in the spring, you practice against your defense in the fall, and then you get ready to go play somebody who's completely different. Well, these guys have done that, and so you fall back on their experience and their age and their, you know, just their maturity that, hey, you know, we've played against some things like this, so you kind of know what to expect when you're going out there.
And having him heading into an environment that you guys are going to face that first game, obviously you know about ECU's environment there. To have him as the quarterback, that's going to be comforting.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, it's from what I've heard, it's a great environment to play in. You know, you give a lot of credit to their fans, and they're a good football team. They play really hard, especially at home. And it's, you know, we're looking forward to the challenge of going there, and I think Devin's the right guy to lead us in there.
You spoke about facing that defense. I mean, the NC State defense, how tough has it been to go against on a day-in, day-out basis?
Yeah, it's hard, you know. I've had some experiences other places I've been. I remember at Nebraska against Dominic Sue and Levante David and those guys. There wasn't much treading there either. So, you know, you just got to stay the course. My goal isn't to beat our defense. My goal is to make sure our guys are ready for game one, and put the things in that we have to have to be successful through the course of the year, whether they're good against our guys or not. And my thing is just getting our guys to go out there and play hard and know what to do.
There's the contrast where you have Devin, very experienced, and then two other quarterbacks who literally just arrived a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's like having a 21-year-old and a newborn. You know, it's like, I mean, it's night and day. I give a lot of credit to Jack and MJ, though. I think both very intelligent young men, have picked up a lot, more than I thought they would. But you can see there's days that their brain was oatmeal, for sure, because you're teaching to the highest level, getting Devin prepared, and sometimes it's just overwhelming for those guys, and it shows. I try to streamline it for them to make it not so much, so they can go out and have some success. But I'm really proud where those guys are. They've done a great job all camp. They work really hard. They did a good job all summer, and so I like the room where we're at.
In some of your previous stops, you've been around guys who obviously play at the next level.
Yeah.
What are some ways Devin compares to those guys? Maybe his preparation, maybe his approach.
Yeah.
Some of those guys who went to
you know, it's interesting. Very similar, all of them. They all got better, and Devin's gotten better. Like, that's a tribute. There's some guys that come in and are good that don't get better, and those guys, as you know, the 5-star, 4-star guys that go to college and they disappear, you never hear from them again. Devin's gotten better. I also think his arm talent's pretty special. It's probably as good as I've ever had. You know, his ball accuracy right now, where he's placing the ball, and his toughness in the pocket. I mean, he definitely has some incredible attributes.
What have you done? I guess what changes over the years where you could take somebody like Penix or somebody like Tootle and fit them into your offense? How do you kind of evolve to take unique talents like that and make it fit?
I kind of try to pride myself on that. I have a system, right? I have a systematic approach, but at the bottom line, the players win games. I don't. It's not really. Your coaches say it all the time, right? It's not the play call; it's the players. Right? Get them the ball and let them do their thing. And so that's kind of what I do. Who do we got? Where can we fit them? How do we get them the ball? You know, those type of things. And so different places I've been, I've had unique. Kurt Samuel was a little bit that way. We used them. We had Amir at Nebraska. You know, we had some different guys. Devin Duvernay at Texas. We had different guys that we used, backfield, wide receivers, whatever, just to use them and get them the ball in different ways so they couldn't take the ball out of their hands.
Have you had some guys really take a step forward or really emerge on offense this during camp?
You know, I think there's been a lot of development from a lot of players, right? Like I think, you know, you look at Anthony Belton, he's a left tackle, didn't play for us much last year, but his improvement from the end of last year to now is very impressive. You know, you see young wide receivers. I told you a lot of young. Jalen Coyte's having a good fall camp, and Juju, you know, he's having a good fall camp, and so you see some different guys. And I don't want to like miss anybody per se. I think our running backs are very consistent, all of them. I think I have a lot of confidence in all those guys. So you see that per se, as opposed to just one giant jump from somebody that's like, wow, this guy just came out of the roof. You see a lot of guys really made improvement in this offseason.
How are you seeing the younger receivers improve?
I just playing. I mean, they're not making mental mistakes anymore. They're catching the football. They're making guys miss in space. So they're able to do some things that, you know, I mean, you're playing and thinking, what's my play? What's my play? The ball snapped. Oh my God! Oh, this guy's a man. Like, it gets hard. I think they're just more confident and playing faster.